Like most of you, there are several days per year that you like to pause to commemorate, to celebrate, and really just to be happy that that day ever existed. Obviously, those for many of us include things like my birthday, which I'm 47 years old, so that's been a while ago. Days like my anniversary, when I got married to my wife, it's been 25 plus years ago. Days like my children being born, the oldest of which is about to turn 21, so I've been celebrating children's birthdays for all that time as well. All of those days are extremely important to me, but perhaps none is more important than the day that I actually received the gift of life via a heart transplant a little over 9 years ago. That was May the 23rd, 2013. And for me, that is one of the biggest celebratory days, if you will, of the entire year. However, there's one day that stands out far and above that, a day that I definitely do not want to overlook at any point in my life, and that is the day of my first open heart surgery that took place on September the 29th, 1975. So 47 years ago today, I actually had my very first open heart surgery as a 6-month-old baby. It wasn't believed at that point in time that anything was possible as far as my life continuing on. As a matter of fact, the chance of me living without this surgery were pretty much zero. They were non-existent. With this surgery, may have been as low as 10% to survive it at the time. And then even past that, it was always assumed that if and when this surgery took place, I probably wouldn't live out of my childhood anyway, but that was the distance that my parents were willing to go at the time to make sure that my health was taken care of as best it can. Now, the great news is, for 37, almost 38 years of that, I had no issue, no problem whatsoever. And so today I want to stop and celebrate and commemorate again that greatest of days. This 47th anniversary of my first open heart surgery, where the mustard procedure was done back in 1975. It again was a rarity. I was just one of those unique children that got so blessed, if you will, by God to be able to survive this long. Now, heart transplant eventually came into that, I admit, but still, without that very first open heart surgery, 1975, September 29th, I wouldn't be here today. So this is certainly a day when I like to celebrate, commemorate, really just jump up and down and cheer and be thankful for medical technology being what it is. I don't think very many of you that are younger than I am really understand and comprehend just how far medical technology has come in the last 4, almost 5 decades. You don't really understand what an opportunity you have now living in this present time to have pretty much almost any issue corrected, at least patched up for a time. But way back then, almost 5 decades ago, that wasn't the case. It's absolutely a rarity and a blessing of God that I survived, and I'm thankful for that. So I just want to let you know that and remind all of you, those of you who grew up congenital patients like I did, how blessed you are. No matter when that journey began, how blessed you are that medical technology is what it was and what it is, so that you can have these opportunities at survival. And I want to encourage those of you who are up and coming right now. Maybe you're a parent of a child who was born with a congenital condition, such as mine was, transposition of great vessels, or so many others. There's always that hope and that chance that something can be done, some advances can be made, which can make things so much easier than they used to be. As a matter of fact, the surgery I had at 6 months old, which was extremely risky, not that they use that same exact procedure anymore, the mustard, but they've got so many other ways of working around that. Surgeries that are much less invasive, but much better in their corrective abilities, if you will. We're just living in a great time. And I know that in the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, if we should stand this out of eternity, that medical technology is going to advance, it's going to get better, going to get easier. We're going to have the best opportunity at this physical life that we possibly can. Thank you so much for joining me today and celebrate along with me and along all of you who are definitely warriors, you're survivors in this journey called life. Stay stronger, my friends.